Hello everyone. How are you? We will talk about Laicism, secularism in Europe and Turkey. Let's start. The word laik, which entered Turkish from Latin, has been misinterpreted in Turkey. As a concept, it means people, crowd. The reason for the emergence of the idea of laicism is as follows. In medieval Europe, there was a clergy class composed of clergymen. These clergymen had placed themselves as God's shareholders and elevated themselves to a superior position, to a divine level, above the citizens of that region. Thus, the words of this class became God's commandments, and the people were unable to do anything against this class of people, and the people were exploited materially and spiritually. As a matter of fact, we can give the following as an example. Some members of the clergy, while ruling on religious matters, relaxed the rules in exchange for material benefits or took bribes and accumulated wealth. Zamakhshari, 3:36. Fakhr al-Din al-Razi, 16:41-42. Abu al-Fida ibn Kathir, IV, 77. For the sake of self-interest, some priests actually only violate God's decrees by saying, "I am in touch with God. I am capable of changing and transforming God's rules where necessary." Also in Italy you could not read the Bible. In Europe there was a distinction between clergy and laity. The church called lay people the laity. Laikus, secular, means normal servant. The concept of laic people seems to have emerged from this. The Republic of Turkey, on the other hand, is a predominantly Muslim country, but like the clergy in Europe, there is no question of Islamic religious scholars getting a piece of God, a share of God. This is because Islam states that everyone is a servant and only the most pious individuals will be superior. It is understood that Muslim clerics or scholars are qualified to help the people in explaining and teaching Islam and its requirements, to be consulted about how to perform religious duties, or to have them performed by clerics themselves, performing funeral prayers, performing religious marriages. Thus, it is not possible from the Islamic point of view for a Muslim cleric to be considered a deity. There are serious differences between the understanding of religion in Europe and in Turkey. For this reason, different definitions have been attributed to laicite, laics, in Turkey, since there is no class to apply the equivalent of the word secular, which was transferred to us from abroad. Laiciteness has been attributed different meanings, such as secularism or irreligion. This situation has caused confusion among people, and the implementation of secularism has also caused serious problems due to the lack of understanding of the concept. In the justification of Article 2 of the Constitution of the Republic of Turkey, the definition of secularism is given as follows. It means that every individual can have any belief or sect he or she wishes, can worship, and should not be treated differently from other citizens because of his or her religious beliefs. It is clear from this that the meaning and method of application of the concept of laicite in Europe is not the same as in Turkey. This concept has been taken to a different stage and detached from its original meaning. While in Europe laicism refers to the clergy, in Turkey it is understood that no interference can be made in terms of religious choice and religious duties. As a result, the concept of laicite has not been understood in Turkey. Wrong definitions have been made, and the erroneous practices it has brought about have made it an issue that has been debated for a long time in the society, and this word is still on the agenda of the people in Turkey. The clergy and the laity in Europe were not formed as a requirement of Islam in Turkey, where the majority of the population is Muslim. Because in Islam, it is stated that everyone is abd, that is, a servant. Thank you, see you in the next video.